How would you feel if someone told you that there was an exact copy of you in some distinct place? The same age, same size, same weight. Would you talk to that person? How would you feel if someone learned that there were 2 copies of you? How about 3? Or 4? Get ready for an incredibly insane ride and the hotly debated topic in the scientific community, the multiverse. Is the multiverse real? So that's the video about multiverse, real or fake. So what comes to mind when you think of the word universe? An all-encompassing entity that houses all the galaxies, solar systems, planets, stars, humans, animals, plants, compounds, molecules, atoms, protons, and electrons, in short, everything in our universe. If you look at the night sky with the naked eye, you will see thousands of stars and other celestial bodies, sometimes even a galaxy or a cluster. If you toss a powerful telescope into the mix, you will be able to see celestial bodies that are millions of kilometers away from our planet. If you continue to search and reach the end of what you can observe with even the most powerful instruments of observation, you will come across the earliest stars in the observable universe and even the leftover members of the Big Bang. In the world of astronomy, the Big Bang is considered the point of the universe timelines where it all began. According to the Big Bang theory, our universe began as a single point and then expanded further, becoming a colossal, and it is today, and it is still expanding. When we think of our universe, we generally assume that its starting point is a Big Bang event that occurred nearly 13.8 billion years ago. However, what if the Big Bang wasn't the beginning of space and time, but just the beginning of our universe? So this is where the idea of the multiverse comes in. Our universe, which has billions and billions of planets, stars and galaxies and extends out tens of billions of light years, may not be the only universe that exists. There could be another universe that is completely different from ours with its natural laws. Even more maddeningly, there may not be just one but an infinite number of such universes, all of which differ from one another and harbor millions of celestial bodies and even intelligent life forms just as our universe does. Multiverse theory assumes that our universe is only a small member of an enormous component of a multitude of universes. The multiverse idea arose from a now widely popular theory, the inflation theory. It was developed in 1980 and filled in some information gaps where the Big Bang theory was lacking. Although the Big Bang theory offers a valid explanation for the origin of the universe, it has 3 significant problems. First, it doesn't explain the flat geometry of our universe. In addition, it also doesn't account for a monopole problem and the horizon problem associated with our universe. In other words, the Big Bang theory fails to explain why there is so much homogeneity in its structure. The Big Bang was a huge explosion. An explosion causes chaos, and yet the universe contains a fantastic hierarchy of planets, stars, and galaxy structures. The inflation theory is therefore often seen as an extension of the Big Bang theory, suggesting that the universe, which was as small as an atom, but expanded to cosmic proportions in a fraction of a second. In other words, it went through a period of rapid expansion and inflated to reach an incredibly large size. Simply put, the universe became massive in a very short time. This is where it gets interesting. This rapid expansion ended almost 13.8 billion years ago, right when the Big Bang happened. But again, perhaps that only applies to our universe. Many cosmologists believe that this rapid inflation doesn't end everywhere at the same time. It may end in some regions and continue in others. While this expansion ended for our universe 13.8 billion years ago, there may be regions where inflation continued or may still be continuing, creating a multitude of other universes. This gives rise to eternal inflation, which creates an ocean of individual universes.
In this scenario, it would
be possible for each universe to emerge with its laws of existence, unique physical forces, natural phenomena, values of fundamental constants, and even the laws of governing it could be completely different from one universe. Interestingly, this could also explain why some attributes of a universe, such as dark matter and dark energy, are difficult to explain with only the laws of fundamental physics.
The multiverse theory is a hotly debated topic in the scientific world. Some scientists say that it is a fascinating proposition out of science fiction, while others support the multiverse idea.
Scientists are trying to find evidence of the existence of multiple universes by observing distortions in electromagnetic radiation left over from an early stage of the universe. Certain special types of black holes can also provide clues to the existence of the multiverse. The idea of multiple universes is so astounding that it has been hypnotized in cosmology and astronomy, and in philosophy, music, literature, science fiction, and even religion.
Because of the universality of this idea, these other universes are called by different names,
including parallel universes, alternative universes, parallel realities, quantum realities, alternative realities, and more. Science fiction creators and popular culture as a whole love multiverse theory, and for a good reason. You may have read novels and seen films in which characters rely on the existence of the multiverse to get out of difficult situations. However, in some cases, the same idea of multiple or parallel realities poses a huge challenge, since the events in a so-called alternative reality can neither be predicted nor controlled.
So the conclusion is multiverse theory currently lacks in solid scientific evidence. Further technological developments in our means of observing the universe could possibly prove the existence of the parallel universe. Who knows? Perhaps someday you meet your own copy of yourself and see the shocked face when you say that in our world, fallen apples land on ground.
If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Meet you in my next video. Till then, bye.